So now I'm going to make some chocolate brownie biscuits. So to get everything ready, you need to chop the chocolate, and I've got a mixture here of 70% cocoa dark chocolate, a really good quality milk chocolate, and white chocolate. You need to start off by melting some of the chocolate with the butter, and I'm going to add the caster sugar. I'm going to mix this for about 2 minutes, the sugar and the chocolate melted with the butter. And 3 eggs, and I think it's worth lightly beating those with a fork before you put them in, and then add them to the chocolate mix. You want to whisk the eggs in on a high speed for about 3 minutes, which sounds a long time, but it really does give the biscuits a lovely texture. Add the vanilla and mix that in well. And then sift in the plain flour. It's really important to fold in the flour using ideally a metal spoon or a thin spatula. Don't use a wooden spoon because it will knock the air out of the mixture. And then use the figure of 8 sort of movement to gently fold it in, because you want to maintain all of the air that you've whisked into the chocolate and egg mixture. Add the chopped chocolate and a pinch of salt to the mixture and fold that in gently as well. Make sure that the chocolate is evenly distributed throughout the mixture, so all the biscuits have lovely chunky bits of chocolate. You can spoon or dollop the mixture straight onto the prepared baking tray. So with some of the biscuits you might want to just keep them as sort of a classic brownie, so sprinkle some of the different chocolate chunks on the top of the biscuit. And then to some of the biscuits, if you want to make them into a really indulgent sort of almost a pudding style biscuit, perhaps to be served with some clotted cream or some pouring cream, you could press a raspberry into the middle of each biscuit before you put it in the oven. It doesn't need to be pressed in much. And then put them into an oven preheated to 190 degrees, cook for about 10 minutes. Once the biscuits are sort of slightly cracked and dry on top and looking like the top of a brownie crust, then take them out of the oven and leave them to cool on their trays for about 5 minutes before moving them onto a wire rack. And then once they're completely cool, dust with a little cocoa just to finish them off. Do you want one of these ones with icing on?
Yes.